It's Kaya.
And it's Paige.
And we're going to do our coming out story.
In like elementary school and middle school and like my freshman, sophomore year, I was kind of like interested in like girls. Like everywhere I saw, I was just like, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was like interested in girls. Like, I don't know, I just liked everything about girls. Like, I don't know, I just found them really interesting. I mean, I still dated like boys too, but then I just found girls more interesting. And then, I'm not gonna mention any names, but my freshman year, I lived in Florida at the time. I had feelings for this one girl, but she couldn't really like have a relationship with girls. But anyways, it was her that I had a major crush on, and my mom didn't know, and so I was so like upset because everyone like didn't like me or like stopped being my friend because I liked this one girl. And so anyway, after school one day, I just came in my car and I was just like started crying to my mom. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I really like this girl, but I can't have her," and blah blah blah. And so she just like, she didn't even question it. She just like knew what I was talking about. I mean, for the past like 4 years or something, she would always say like, "Oh, it's okay if you like girls," or "I like girls and it's okay," and blah 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 blah. By the way, my mom's bi, so she's dated many girls. Oh yeah. But yeah. My dad's not really in the picture, but I do know that my dad doesn't like the idea of anybody who likes the same sex. He does not like the same sex kind of thing. He doesn't agree with it. But yeah, my mom is very okay with it. My grandma and my aunt, they're like okay with it, I guess. I don't really know. I don't think they really care, but yeah. And my brother's okay with it, I guess. He loves her. But yeah, that's pretty much my coming out story.
I don't really know. In like middle school, I used to date guys, and when we hung out, they would always tell me like I always like looked at girls a certain way. And like not really to this day, but before I met her, we were just friends, and they kind of just knew. They're like, yeah, just the way you look at them, the way you like talk to them, it's different. And yeah, but I was in like 8th grade, and I was talking to this one girl that I thought I actually loved, but she just played me.
She's gonna know who she is.
She played me, and it was like the first girl that I actually liked. I don't know, it was just a middle school crush. Shit happened at school, and I told my old best friend at the time, well, she's my closest friend now, and I told her like, read this message, like I was trying to like tell her, and she read it, and she read too far down, and she pretty much just told everyone that I liked girls and all that stuff. So I was like upset because no one wanted to be my friend anymore. And after that, they were fine with it. I still have her as a friend. But yeah. But then after like we started dating, it was like a week into a relationship, something happened at school.
But your family didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know at the time. But they kind of like they questioned sometimes.
Like we dated, but they didn't know. They like kind of just kept it a secret until we had to tell them.
Before you, they kind of Nana kind of questioned because she asked. I told my grandma and my mom that I liked her and that we were dating and all this stuff, and they were fine with it. They didn't like care. They were like, I'll still love you anyway. And Then I told like my brothers and sisters that I'm close to, and my dad found out from my mom, but he was fine with it. And yeah.
Which really doesn't matter because you're not.
Yeah, he's not in my life anymore, so. But yeah, nothing really interesting. Okay, so something was happening at school, and
With me.
she was upset with her, and she was upset. So I DM'd her on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, is everything like, are you good?" She was like, "No, not really. Just stuff's happened." I was like, "All right, if you need to talk, just let me know." I gave her my number. I gave her my kick. So we were texting, and we were just talking about how we liked girls and what girls we used to talk to, and why we didn't talk to them anymore. And then she was like, "Oh, okay." So then at the school the next day, we have different lunch shifts.
I was eyeballing her.
So I came up to the lunch shift with my best friend, and she was like sitting with them. And I sat there and I just kept looking at her, not paying attention to anything else. But I never said anything because I was really shy. And I just kept looking at her. And I went back to class, and that day we just texted again, and it was like at the football game the next day. At the football game,
we just kind of like hung out.
Yeah, we hung out with one of our like friends that we're friends with.
And I kind of just stood there, and she
was sitting behind me, and I was like laying on one of my friends, like I was laying on them, and she just kept looking at me, like trying to get my attention and trying to be all cute and stuff. So then after that,
but then I went to like the fence, and
she went to the fence.
Like I was kind of like in like depression mode, I guess. I don't know what you really call it, but I was just like lined up at the fence, and she was like over there with her friends. Like we still weren't talking to each other, but we were kind of flirting with each other in a way. Like I don't really know what it was. And so she like came over and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing."
She was like, so shy.
And I was like, "Nothing." And then
so then she went to her car, but her car was like, it was like blocked in, so she couldn't get out. So I was like,
she thought I was like trying to make an excuse to stay here with her.
Thank the Lord she can stay and actually. I was like, actually,
I know. I was
talk to you.
I was so happy. Like I'm not even.
I was like, thank God, because I was like, please come back. Like, just please come back. We can talk.
Dogging.
So then, after that, like after the whole game was over, I finally walked her to her car. I was like, alright, just text me later, FaceTime, whatever.
No, you asked for a hug. You're like, can I have a hug?
Oh yeah, and you were so shy about it. You like barely hugged her. So then we FaceTimed, and we're like, and like, it was like the next morning. Something happened at her house or something. I was like, do you want to get out of the house? She was like, sure. Like, what do you mean? So I was like, alright, do you want to come over? I've never had someone I just met come over. Never. I will never do it. But I did it with her, and she came over, and we just like watched a movie. Just talked about all the drama stuff. And that night we got hate text and all this stuff from old friends because
never mind.
We were talking and we hurt the person who we used to talk to's heart, blah blah blah, stupid shit. Like I really didn't care. And
you were upset. You were upset. You didn't want to hurt other people, but I was just like,
I thought I was in the wrong.
You gotta get over it. Well, I don't really care what other people think or whatever.
I thought I was in the wrong, but I really don't care. I look back on
this person
and
was
think. But then I went to school, and I posted a flipogram, and everyone like texted me. Was like, oh my god, you're gay. I was like there's people that I didn't even know. Like,
you're gay.
I'm like people that are just like the whole other side. And they were just like, oh, blah, blah, you talked to her, blah, blah, like just stupid stuff. And what else happened? We just got hate comments from like our closest friends. They wouldn't talk to us or anything.
Even like your closest friends, like best friend.
My best friend didn't talk to me at the time. Like no one talked to me. I was
because
just by
they just thought that it was wrong. Which I mean, we can understand because like coming from that position, it's hard and all. But I mean, you can't just stay like that forever. You just got to get over it. I mean, now they're like perfectly okay with it. Now everything's good, but I mean, whatever. We just had to deal with it. And we just, like, dated from there on.
But at the time, I wasn't really, like, I was out, but I wasn't out. Like, my closest friends and people that I talked to knew and stuff like that, but not the whole school. Like, they didn't know at the time. And I would not let her kiss me. I would not let her do anything. I was like, oh God, like
we would even go out to the mall, and she wouldn't even let me like hold her hand or anything.
Wouldn't.
She just didn't want me to.
But then like after time like went on, I was like, whatever, fuck it. Like I really like her. I'm not just gonna not hold her hand. I'm not gonna let her hug me. So I was like, fuck it. Like this is who I am. So I just.
We didn't care anymore. We just like did us, and
we still don't care now. We don't give a fuck about anyone, anything. We're famous, and everyone knows us. We go to the mall. We go anywhere, and they're like, "Oh my God, you guys are that couple," and we're like, "Yep." So, that's pretty much it.
So that is our coming out stories. I hope you guys like it.
Like,
Subscribe.
comment, subscribe.
Do that.
Down below.
And that's it.
We'll leave our couple page. And yeah, comment what videos you want us to make
or whatever
anything.
suggestions, anything.
We'll do it.
And we love you guys. Bye.